Thoughts of the Round Table.
And welcome to episode 4 of season 1 of Thoughts of the Round Table. It's me, Matt.
Paul.
Are you going to introduce me?
Oh, I didn't know how.
I thought you were going to do it.
I was like, is she a guest? Is she like a new permanent chair?
I don't know, she's just kind of here.
She's here. It's Allie.
Hello. Hashtag fun employed, Allie Tanner.
I thought we planned everything but how we're going to actually say.
We literally spent 20 minutes like, okay, we're going to do this, and then we didn't really talk about the introduction, but I liked that. That was... I mean, it felt genuine to me.
It felt right. It felt natural.
It felt like
After
my
everything
life,
up like normally do.
Not planned, not scripted, so...
Yeah.
So let's just kick right into it. So today's Holy Grail, cue intro music.
Today's Holy Grail.
I don't know how long we ever have to wait for that.
I just spiced it over.
Pause for production.
Your haircut's throwing me off a little bit today because it's like they just forgot the top.
Well,
You pulled up in your car, which by the way is missing a hubcap.
I'm sitting here at the table and you roll up. I was like, the first thing I noticed is you're missing hubcap.
Did they forget to cut the top of his hair?
the car is a little bit it's in some ways very beautiful considering that it's been 200,000 miles in that car.
Wow.
But in other ways, yeah, it's kind of a train wreck. So the broken mirror and
I kind of got the hipster Amish thing going on.
I like it.
You also said that Matt was like an overworked Jack Antonoff. Like he
That's
just got done
basically
writing
what he
a new album.
Like Taylor Swift, Lord, and St. Vincent all needed me at the same time. Like, oh gosh. I agree though. You do look like hipster Amish. Like you don't know if you want to.
I can never break the Yoder vibe.
You don't know if you want to go back to the Amish. You don't know if you want to stay outside of the Amish.
I'm breaking Amish, but I'm one of the last people in the house who hasn't converted yet. I'm still talking about old books and stuff.
Okay, guys, psychoanalyze me now.
So
I'd rather not.
Callie, since you're our guest, third chair, unintroduced guest, I should say. What's your Holy Grail? What's
What is giving me life?
Yeah, what's giving you life?
Well, because I'm unemployed, what I've been doing is I've been walking a lot.
It's amazing.
A lot.
Have you ever seen that picture? It's like when you put down your smartphone, you start to realize it's the guy looking at a butterfly. He's like, "What kind of cat is this?" It's like when you don't work, you're like, "I just started to walk."
No,
there was
walking.
plants.
Honestly, and it's like,
Were you Forrest Gump?
it's so cliche because it's like, it's great exercise and walk, but I have the time now.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't have the
They're like
time.
those homeless people. Now I know I see them walking around.
I'm walking a lot to the point where it made me sore.
Now, do you walk with music? Do you just walk in silence?
Well, I've been walking with my girlfriend, so it's like we get to spend time together. We get to have deep conversations, or not deep conversations, and I also get to not.
I was gonna say they didn't actually answer the question. You can still music.
No.
I just if I had to walk in silence, I don't know if I could do it. That'd be a challenge.
I couldn't do it. I ride my bike every once in a while. That's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think if I didn't have music when I was riding my bike, I think I'd careen into a car.
Well, I haven't been doing it alone, so I haven't been needing music and be like, I'm listening to music with the other person I'm walking with. No, that's what I've been doing. I find my time. I've been walking a lot.
Where though? Just around your house?
Well, the other day when you text me and you're like, how are you doing? And I'm like, I've took 3 walks today. I accidentally take 3 walks.
I feel like anybody else that'd be a really uncomfortable response of I should go a welfare check on them. But to you, I'm just whatever, should we fly?
Yikes, my friend took 3 walks today. Oh.
I didn't even text back. I don't think you have to whatever, she's fine.
She alive.
Paul, what about you? What's your Holy Grail?
This beer I'm drinking, honestly, right now. That's the greatest thing ever.
Red Stripe.
Red Stripe. Allie's
How
making
old
fun
are
of me because everybody says that. Honestly, I don't know. My life in general has been going pretty okay right now, so I'm pretty happy with that. As long as nothing tragic is happening, then I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm an easygoing guy. I don't have much going on in my life.
I'd say mine. I got to do the first patio and chill of the summer yesterday, and that was it was just so nice.
Who had the patio open?
Barrio did. And I love my tacos.
How long did you wait for the patio?
20 minutes.
That's it?
Can you believe?
Usually just to get in there is 3 hours.
Yeah.
Did you get queso?
I opted just to get margaritas and tacos.
Why would you not get that?
Well, Allie's going on 3 walks a day. She can afford the queso. I cannot.
Calorie-wise?
I was going to say, with what dollars?
I get paid to walk? Who's paying you to walk?
Oh my god, if someone paid me to walk, I'd be walking all the way around this town, I'll tell you that.
If I was paid to walk, I'd have to get a Nike endorsement with how much I'd go through.
Okay, LeBron, I see you.
Why not, right?
Now, Paul, you got the not the news today.
Not the news.
Now, let me bring this up because I have to get the verbiage on this because this might be one of the funniest things.
I don't know about
I've
you, but I
seen.
get very titillated when Paul goes, I have to get the verbiage.
Paul Stradamus. Hit me
Paul
with your not the
Stradamus.
news.
All right, it's got to load because hashtag the internet. This is the one of the greatest headlines I've read in a while. Man arrested for shooting a smoke detector.
Because it wouldn't stop.
Basically, he was in his apartment and it wouldn't stop going off, and he told the fire marshals about it because it kept like it was like one of those electronic ones, and so they wouldn't come fix it. So he just got out a shotgun and shot it.
Well, you can't tell me when your smoke alarm goes off and your cats freak out and your dog starts barking. It doesn't make you.
Yeah, but you're in an apartment. You probably shouldn't shoot with a shotgun, considering it went into the apartment above him.
So it was only the fact that he was in an apartment that it was a bad decision to pull out.
Right, yes, if like you're in your house, you shoot a hole in your roof, whatever. You're in your house.
I guess couldn't he have just like tampered with it? Like, is that like is shooting?
This man shot a smoke detector with a shotgun. You think he's really thinking clearly?
Clearly not, but like
The greatest thing ever is that the police actually showed up and he pointed the shotgun at them and they still managed to get away from him. Like he was fine.
I'm just
How? I don't know.
I'm just kind of surprised. Like I don't know. Like that's like the first thing you think of is like my gun's gonna solve this problem. Like
I mean, that's basically how half the country feels.
there's like
Sounded like all my relatives in Southern Ohio.
you mean Northern Kentucky?
Sounded literally like Florida for a second there.
You know, a little Florida. Wow, that's a crazy.
So, yeah.
That's crazy.
And then also this other one, this man robbed same bank the day after his release. Basically, he robbed a bank and got arrested for it because he's really terrible at it. So he got released on bail and then went and robbed the same bank again.
So
He
wait,
has like
he
a
got
love affair with that bank.
He got arrested for it, but was he successful?
No, he's
No.
not successful.
Okay.
He got arrested, so that means he's not successful.
Hey, I don't know if he like got it and then like that came out.
But then he went literally back to the
later?
same bank when he got bailed out and tried again.
That's literally like when you like, you know, have an ex and then you're like, I'm not gonna date again, and then like the first thing you do when you like date again is go like hook up with your ex. Like that's literally like the millennial metaphor for that one. Like what? Like that's just stupid at that point.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, if he was successful the next time, then it wouldn't have been as bad. Hey, I got some. This is Paul Stradamus for you. If you rob a bank, you're gonna have your meals paid for you for the next 10 years, whether you're successful or not.
In jail, yeah.
That is
Oh
true.
God, that's what I should do with my unemployment.
Go to rob
Commit
a
a
bank.
crime.
What crime would you commit? If you could commit one crime right now and not get like you got away with it, guaranteed you'd get away with it.
I'd like wire me some money. Like hacking.
I think it'd have to be like I wouldn't kill anybody.
Yeah, oh definitely not.
Was it
But-
weird that like for like a split second I always thought, man, I could kill a guy. But then
I mean, like
Like
I
you
get
can be
like-
like a Dexter and like kill like someone who's like really terrible, like a serial murderer. Like if you kill a serial murderer, like how many people are gonna complain?
cannibalism would solve a lot
You'd
of
eat
problems.
somebody?
No, think of the problems it would solve. You could eat criminals. You would solve the crime problem. You would solve the hunger problem. You could eat the homeless.
I mean,
You'd solve the homeless.
Wow.
the homeless.
This
God, that
podcast
took a
took a turn.
weird turn. Like I thought you'd be like, you know, like oh, someone's like recently passed away or something. Like eat the homeless. Like
My thing
man,
is-
they're already hard up. Are there people going to be trying to eat them?
But
all
like
the
you think
problems
people
that
are
it would
gonna
solve.
actually want to eat other people? Like there might be like one or two weirdos out there. Who
But
No.
why not? Honestly,
I'll get out of that part.
Ellie's kind of got a point. Like, why not eat people? Honestly.
Are we really turning this into this conversation?
But seriously, think about it for a second. Like,
because it's just
I'm sorry, I drove this to the ground.
it's unethical, but like we do, like that's not the only unethical thing.
Okay, but there's like
right?
varying shades of unethicality. If that's
But what if they
we're-
like it was like natural causes or something?
like someone like a tsunami
If you,
went
yeah,
down a
if you heard
city,
of
we
like those
ate
like
the
boat
city?
disasters where they eat people?
Well, that's like a very extreme case. We're fortunate enough where we don't have to like rely on such.
Well,
extremities.
sometimes there's very extreme cases.
Can the
of
subtitle
poverty.
for this this podcast be "Eat the Homeless"?
Eat the homeless.
You'll get no subscribers.
We're at negative two.
You're one word away from making that a really bad statement.
We're gonna go from like
Think of
zero.
that.
We're gonna go from 0 to like -2.
We're gonna get reported to the FBI.
You know, like please, they're kind of.
But seriously, you would not like in dire straits. You don't think people should eat people? Because I kind of
but
get what
like,
you're saying.
there's a difference between, like I said, like those are extremities. Like, it's
Literally
not,
extremities.
Yeah, extremities is the word here. Like,
All right, let me turn this back around. If
Okay,
I could
turn it.
commit one crime and get away with it, I would not kill a person.
no,
Just to be clear.
I'd wire money. I would hack.
I do some sort of money thing.
I'd like hack
It would
into
probably
like
money too. 'Cause
But I would only take money from like some stupid CEO.
Yeah, like
some guy who like
Amazon.
is an idiot.
someone on the 1% who can afford it.
I'd be like the Dexter of money.
And I wouldn't even take that much.
rob
I'd
from-
take like maybe like a couple mil. You know, like enough to start my nonprofit, enough to like.
Oh no! If I was getting away with it, I'd take everything.
Oh.
I mean, why not?
And you remember you're getting away with it, so.
Oh, true.
And then give it to things that matter, like animals.
So I would take the $900 million, or however much that the person's worth. I'd do my nonprofits. I'd be comfortable. I could do whatever work I wanted for the rest of my life and not have to worry about like making bills.
That's what I would love to do. Be able to like work in an animal shelter and not have to worry about payment.
I'm glad we went from capitalism back to working at animal shelters.
And we got there.
It took us a while, but we did it.
We did
it, guys.
What about you, Paul? What would you commit the money?
It'd have to be a money thing because there's nobody I'd want to kill.
I know, I
Not
agree.
weird, but it'd have to be some sort of money thing because then you could give your family all the money and stuff, and you wouldn't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
But I'd only take like I'd probably take from like the president.
I think he's broke though.
Isn't he like bankrupt?
I'd probably take from the
Didn't he
president.
like file for bankruptcy?
I would take from the Amazon CEO, Jeff. What's his
Bezos?
name? Yeah.
Jeff Bezos?
He makes money.
I'd take from the Virgin Mobile guy.
Oh.
What's the matter with the Virgin Mobile?
I don't
guy?
know. He's just got good hair. I just would want to.
No, I'd take it from the T-Mobile guy. That guy's weird. The karaoke dude.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The T-Mobile CEO is a weird dude, and he'll like challenge people to karaoke on Twitter. It's really weird.
Let me see. T-Mobile CEO.
Yeah, he's a funky man.
Oh my goodness. He looks like the antagonist in like a Netflix original series.
Boom, boom.
What's his hair like?
Do you have any not the news?
Tell me about his hair.
His hair?
I'm good.
It's kind of like if you took like this is a tough one.
Describe
He's
his
got
hair to me
longer. He's got
without-
longer hair.
It's like S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders, but like long kind of rock style.
Is the CEO of T-Mobile and Virgin Mobile the same guy?
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
I could be wrong though. Why don't you just look up a picture on your phone right there?
Spin your computer around.
We have technology.
Oh no, that's not the same guy. No, this guy I'm thinking was blonde. Why can't I
He's
think
a
of his name?
weird dude,
Richard
though.
Branson. He's a Virgin.
Richard Branson.
That's his name, right? He's the CEO of Virgin Mobile.
Oh, he's the one who owns all the islands.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Yeah.
looks like Sting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Like
the one who
long
owns
hair.
all the random islands and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, one of my favorite shows ever to this day is still Island Hunters.
He's an animal
sell
lover.
people
I
islands.
would, I would steal his money.
It's House Hunters, but with islands, and these people buy islands.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
you can buy an island for $300K. Mm-hmm. It's stupid.
It's actually not too bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
You gotta mow the lawn and build the houses, but the island's yours.
The island's yours.
Can you imagine living on an island just all by yourself?
But like the thing is, how do people get to their islands?
Boat? If you're buying an island, I think you can find a way to get to your island.
Well, yeah, but it just seems like a lot of work.
Whatever. I mean, I'd get help.
But if I steal these millions and millions and billions, then I guess it's like,
Whatever.
it'd be a safe
What
haven.
would you name an island? If you get to name it?
Well, the first country I ever designed for one of my novels, I called it Rebel Land because it's like rebel.
Yeah.
And kind of cheesy, but like kind of like nostalgic. But I don't know. I mean, like I wouldn't be that self egotistical to be like, oh, Metropolis or like Mattville or like the Matties.
Please call it Mattville.
Mattville.
Mattville sounds like
No,
Farmville's
Matland.
like second
Matland.
beta.
Mattville Island.
Mattville.
Mattville,
It's like a video
USA.
game where like everyone has like access to weapons and they like shoot each other.
No, put USA on the end of it. You know if it's not in the USA or not. Mattville, USA.
Like a copyright symbol.
Can you imagine that if you somehow ended up being your own country? Like it was some really remote island that was like
I mean, that's kind of fun to think about, but this is just
your one-man government.
I show up at the UN like, hey bitches.
How would you
Like,
get
my vote
How would
counts.
you get to the UN? As in, like
With your hair
you have to be in
exactly how it
World
is.
War II to be in that.
No, you can get voted in.
What
They
if
like,
you
will
had-
recognize you.
Just follow me, this scenario right now,
Okay, I'm
because I would
listening.
love this. If you had your own island and then you just like invade France, like just you.
It's like a Family Guy. They did this on Family Guy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine though? Like you have a small island in the Pacific and you just like invade.
Like a big, like Russia. Like you just go in with, like trying to beat him down with like a hair
You're like,
dryer.
oh, here's this small
Like,
island. of
guys,
Japan.
don't know what I'm supposed to do here, but
Be like, listen up, you're invaded.
They probably think like, oh, that's cute.
Like, this land is your land, but now it's mine.
Coast to shiny coast. You can see the coast.
I wish you could see the pussycat doll pose you just did.
I did like a
that
little like
when you
little,
threatened Russia.
little trigger. Like, boom, boom.
We'll probably pick up on this. That'll be our one like listener is Putin.
He's like, oh no, they're going to invade my country.
Meanwhile,
I don't know if that's how he sounds.
meanwhile, he's shirtless.
And on a bear.
And on a horse. Oh, bear horse.
Yeah,
He's on a
he's
bear
bear.
horse. Okay, are we time to do some Secret Shanty or Daring Devil?
Yeah, let's do it.
Secret Shanty or Daring Devil?
Okay, so this is basically our medieval way of saying truth or dare. So I guess, Allie, you go first, truth or dare?
Oh my god.
Or Secret Shanty or Daring Devil, my apologies.
Secret Shanty.
Basically, is this all going to be like truth? Like, what dare would we come up with?
I don't know, like fist.
Why don't we do truth or truth? My God!
That's the first thing I could think
Riley
of.
didn't never say dare,
Dare
ever.
doesn't translate on the radio. Does it?
I mean, it could. But okay, so
Like
Secret Shanty,
pulsing.
what are we grilling Allie with?
I don't know. What do you want to know about Allie? She's pretty much an open book. At least I know a lot. So
We're all open books, so this is very tough. But
Yeah.
I guess if anything, we're gonna get like fun antidotes out of each other.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I get to know you.
Like what was like I don't know what was like the best sex of Allie's life? Like, I
Oh
don't know.
my god.
Is that your question?
I don't know. That was just kind of like throwing like stuff in the air and see what happens. Or like I don't know.
Those are softball questions. No pun intended.
Well, you play softball,
But,
so
like,
I don't know why
that
you're
was
insulting
a
the
game.
softball.
I want to know something really weird. Like, have you ever knowingly committed like a really bad crime? Seriously.
Knowingly?
Like you went and robbed a store.
Oh, I've like stolen things before.
Like purposely, like I'm gonna like planned it out, or like accidentally, or just happened, or like what? Tell me.
Oh no! I mean, I've stolen things from stores, from like drugstores,
Like what?
like things that could fit in the arms of my coat.
Like gum.
Like what would you steal? Them?
condoms.
Like one time when I was living in New York City while I was interning in college, I was interning for the Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, and I was living in Astoria, and I was broke as hell because I was doing an unpaid internship living in New York City, and I needed, I forget what it was probably face wash or something. So I went to the Duane Reade and would pick up the face wash off the shelf. I know you can't see this, but I'm demonstrating with my sleeve, and have a coat on and just slide it like this in my coat sleeve so you couldn't see it, and then I would just walk out.
And you never got caught?
Nope, never got caught.
How many times
I mean-
did you do this? Was it like a handful, or was it like?
It was not a lot. It was a handful of times I would do it when I was feeling desperate and like.
What was the first time?
and dirty.
The first time you did it, like were you like shit?
I think the first time I ever stole something was I was in Canada, so it was
Well, they would have let you
crime
go
across the
anyway.
They would have been like, okie dokie.
I was in the Hershey store, and I like said something funny to the friend I was with at the time that I was gonna like steal a candy bar, and I did. So it was like not a big deal. It was a Hershey bar.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even like the big like 20-pound chocolate kiss.
Well,
It
how
was
the hell did you
literally a
get
Hershey
that
bar.
out of there?
Probably the same way. I don't remember. I just remember stealing from the Hershey store in Canada.
Allie's friend like did a distraction. She like did some tap dancing, and like the whole store was like, oh.
It was the size of a dollar bill. So
We
it
just
was
started
just
talking
like,
about milk in a bag. It is Canada.
yeah, I've never stolen anything of substantiality.
And it was like, there's free poutine outside.
Poutine's my jam.
So in that case, I have unknowingly committed a crime. Yeah, but like if it could fit in my coat sleeve from the drugstore, I would just.
I've never
shimmy
stolen
it down.
anything. I've never really had a reason to.
It must be great
So-
to be a straight white man with privilege.
I don't know. I just never have.
Tell me about your privilege, Paul.
Oh, it's great.
New segment, privileged.
Privilege 101.
Cue intro. You haven't stolen anything? Like, I can remember when I was younger, like 4
no,
or 5.
I seriously haven't. And it's not like I look down on people. I just haven't done it. Like, obviously, you did it out of necessity. Thank God I've never been in the position for that, really. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never really I've never crossed my mind. I mean, so no, I really haven't. Again, I don't care. If you stole
Holier
things from-
than
No, I mean, like, you didn't even steal, like, $1 or,
White
like,
man.
a pen.
No.
white man's privilege.
I kind of want
I
to,
just
like...
never have. Sorry, I'm not a.
No, it doesn't mean like all gays and all women are criminals.
What the hell would you go to this route? I've never stolen something. It's
See, okay, I don't want to say you're a liar, but I feel like you've definitely stolen something.
Maybe I have unknowingly, but I've never like I'm gonna put this like on my
Yeah.
sleeve. Like I've never done that.
Yeah.
I know, like I said, I'm not saying like, oh, you're an asshole. Like I just never done it.
Yeah, the stuff.
Have you met?
I want to get the. Well, yeah, like when I was younger, like it'd be like, "Ooh, let's steal $1," like
Where would you steal $1 from?
I don't know, like if it was like in my on the staircase at my house or something.
I mean, I used to hop the things for the like Subway and stuff like that, like the RT8. Like,
Oh, that's stealing.
Why are there rogue dollars on your staircase?
Well, like,
what is Matt we're talking about?
well, like on my family, like if like there was like $1 on the staircase that was like my dad or my mom's, or you get like that kind of thing.
When you put items on your staircase, was that items that needed to be taken upstairs, but they never did?
We use our staircase a lot for like kind of like a mid-transport area.
Sorry, but this looks like a vape
like
pen.
this stuff needs to go upstairs, but I'm gonna put it on the staircase.
Yeah, or like I might need this tomorrow, like on the way out, so it's on the staircase. So.
Yeah, so like wallets and like dollars.
Yeah, casually. But what about what should we ask? Do you want a Secret Shanty or a daring?
I'll do Secret Shanty.
Okay, what should we ask Paul?
I don't feel like punching myself in the face because I don't know what you would honestly do for a dare, so I'd rather just tell the truth.
Well, we're gonna think about dares next time, and the segment will be Secret Shanty canceled, just daring.
We'll just do just dares next time.
Yeah, I like that. What should we ask Paul? What do you want to ask Paul?
Well, Paul's big on the interwebs. What was like something I want to know, like if you've done something terrible to somebody on the internet, because you are so big on like Beefolder and like iFunny and all the memes and all the internets. Have you ever been like a cyberbully
or a troll?
I mean, everyone's been a troll. I think
everyone trolls or lurks.
I've done some pretty crappy things to my friends' computers before. Really crappy.
Like what?
Well, it ranges because I figured out how, if you know like the IP address, you can like go in and mess with their computer. And I've done everything from.
So this is even what I was getting at, but this is like even more like technical than I was getting at.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking like hiding behind a keyboard, going like, I hate
No,
you.
I'm not usually. I like to watch that, but I don't usually like to get involved.
Yeah.
But some of the more asshole things I've done is like I looked at when I was at my buddy's house. I looked at the IP address on his laptop, and I'd go in there and I'd first just change your passwords, change your passwords, whatever. But then I would do stuff like I would set all of his home pages to like gay porn sites.
Oh wow,
that's kind of
like hardcore like beating, punching, and like crazy stuff. And I'd set it to that, and then one time I set his background to. I set his background on his desktop background to Lemon Party, like a picture of like something on Lemon Party, or just like something really nasty. And then I went in and deleted his ability to change it. So basically, he had some horrific image as his desktop background forever.
What is Lemon Party though?
Do not go to it. Do not go to it.
Your face.
Do not go to
What
it.
is it?
Do not. It's just basically like the worst things you can
like
find.
smut? Is it?
It's anything. It's just a free, and also would immediately give you a virus. So don't go there.
Oh God.
And so I would do stuff like that, like pretty terrible. And all of my one buddy's. I think the greatest thing I ever did is I got in my buddy's computer. And I went to Google, where like it's like speech where you like type in a thing and you can hit it. And I was drinking, so whatever. And so his name is Dan Bailey. And I put in Dan Bailey has a flaccid penis, but I copied flaccid penis and I copied it 10,000 times, and then I hit play. And right when he got home, so it says Dan Bailey has a flaccid penis, flaccid penis, flaccid penis, and it said that for 7 hours on his laptop. And he would like close and turn, open up, it would just continue. And it said flaccid penis for 7 hours on his laptop.
I'm impressed.
Yeah,
it's kind of wicked.
Yeah. So just stupid stuff like
you
that.
might not have stole anything, but you did break people's hearts. Clearly,
yeah. And it was honestly it was basically just one guy's laptop, and I felt really bad about it. But then I just kept doing it anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't give me your IP address.
All right, I'm not. Anyway, moving on. Matt, Secret Shanty or Daring Devil?
I guess we'll just do Secret Shanty this week.
All right, what do we want to know about Matt?
What do we want to know?
Oh man,
what state of mind you're in when you got your hair cut last?
Really? That's gonna be the question you use for this?
What should we ask him?
I like the haircut for the record because
wait. Should we do a Bang, Marry, Kill? Is that a fun one?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Should we do one of those?
Bang, Marry, Kill.
Should.
Yeah, you come with it. It's gotta be people we know.
Does it have to be men?
I don't care. What do you prefer?
Honestly, I don't care.
You know he's gay, right?
Yeah, of course I know.
I was like, what?
But I don't know if we do like a mix or like
what do you
all
prefer?
guys.
I mean, I don't care. I have no problem imagining a dimension where I am with girls.
Because it's more of a personality.
No, I
thing.
understand because I can
really
appreciate any person for who they are.
Like it's more of a like this to me is more of a personality thing.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or did you have people in mind? Because that was on the top of your head.
Yeah, because I want to do people from like our work.
Oh God.
Oh. Okay.
I'm afraid to say names.
I know. Maybe we shouldn't do one.
Yeah.
Do it off the clock.
Let's see. Maybe we'll ask something else then, because that's what I want to do. Is ask something else. We'll move on to that. We'll do that later.
Off air.
We'll do it off air.
Matt, I got questions for you.
What should we ask? Something about. What would I want to know about Matt?
I know this is tough because we have very open dialogues with each
Yeah,
other.
but there's obviously something I haven't asked you before.
Well, yeah, true.
So I want to know what's something that I haven't asked.
When did you start? Because you write a lot. You
Yeah.
write books. You write music.
Yeah.
Sorry, this isn't even juicy. I'm just curious.
Yeah, go for it.
When did you start? Like, why?
It started in 2005, so I've been doing it for.
You've written
years.
novels. You've written albums.
Yeah, I
you've
have
produced
like
albums.
Yeah, I have a little bibliography.
You have a bibliography?
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Well,
Yeah,
it
like-
just makes it look.
God, I barely have his checking account.
I know.
Paul's like,
that's
and your
all I
IP
have.
address. So yeah, this goes back
Oh
to
my God, Matt.
2006 was my first novel. And
2006. Wait, so that's 12 years ago. You're younger than me. I'm not even 30 yet. How old were you when you wrote?
Oh, I got a good.
So we're
one.
right now. We're at this puppy.
Speaking of albums, right now, I got a good question for you. If you could get signed by a huge record label, be famous, but you can't talk to any of like us or any of your friends again, would you do it?
No,
You're gonna be world famous. You're gonna have this record, but you can't talk to anybody like that anymore.
I don't think I would.
You don't think you would?
I agree with him. I don't feel like he would do that.
I don't think he would, but I don't know if I would make that same choice.
Because like at the end of the day, like what I love doing, it's like with the people. And like I don't know, like I can't imagine loving what I'm doing if like all the people who have gotten me to that point.
Who've inspired you.
Right.
Yeah, like it's kind of like
It's kind of pointless. It's like that Britney Spears song, "Lucky."
She's so
lucky.
Yeah.
She's a star. Are we guessing like the next 2 minutes of this?
No, I'm good. That's all I needed.
But you know what I mean? Like I feel like there's some people who could do that, and like it's kind of one of those things where I kind of envy that they could probably do that in a way, because it's like, damn, like that's just
Where do you draw from once you've disconnected yourself from like your real life?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I agree. I mean, it's kind of like, damn, like good for you that you're able to like cut everyone out, but like I couldn't do that.
Because oddly enough, a couple weeks ago, I was looking at Justin Timberlake's tour schedule. Why? I don't know.
Yeah.
He's getting tours for like seriously straight 2 years. It's like you can't have relationships with anybody.
Well, his wife and his daughter are on tour with him.
Yeah, but still.
I don't think I don't think it stops you from having relationships with people. It's just different.
Well, I mean, you can't have
it's-
any functional or deep relationships.
I don't know. To be fair, I've never really had too many functional or deep relationships anyway.
Anyway,
Same.
So
don't let your wife listen to this.
Kitty's like, oh.
She'd probably say same too.
But that's a great, I think, ethical question. Now, if you had said, you know, you become
Make it harder. Make it a harder question.
A harder question would be, you know, if you could have the same like, you know, like a James Patterson or a Stephen King effect, would you? That's a harder question. Because like I do music for funsies. Like I'm not a good singer. Like I'm like I just do that for fun. But like writing novels and like that stuff is a lot more. Like, you know, like last year alone I wrote 1.6K page wise. Like you know what I mean?
My
like
God.
Jeez,
versus like,
Matt.
you know, producing one novel, you know, one album. So. That would be the tougher question.
Is that more fulfilling, writing?
Yeah, I mean, someone asked me actually a couple weeks ago, we were talking, and they were like, you do so much, like, if you could pick one thing to do, what would you do? And I said, honestly, being a novelist. Because that's the one thing that I know I'll be doing until I'm, like, 80 or 90. Like, everything else could
So
come
you,
and
like,
go.
And to be
Literally
honest, like most writers aren't good until they're older. Not gonna say you're not good.
Life experience,
But like
too.
a lot of people, like I mean that's what it is.
Well, like, the best stuff that I've written have come in the last 2 years. You know, so it took me
So as you know
13
how to-
years to get to that point where I'm like, oh my God, like, this is actually, like, good material.
I think that has
Do you know
to do
what's-
with life experience because you've experienced more things, you've met new people, you've done stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what's good and what's bad? Like if you're writing, like it's true.
Oh yeah, I can like go through my whole, and I'll tell you like, here's why this piece isn't as good. Here's why this piece is amazing. Like, I mean, like, my earliest novels, like...
He is the writer, he is the editor.
Like, a couple of these early ones are just, like, absolutely to, like... Like, I'm looking at the titles, I'm like... Like, there's actually one here that I think could be rewritten. It was called 128 Hours for Conspiracy, and it's about, like, a future America that's actually divided into 7, like, territories.
A dystopian thing?
And it was...
dystopian things scare the crap
It was like,
out
well,
of
it
me,
wasn't
by the way.
full-blown
It's very
dystopia.
popular.
It was more of like a political, like, how do we see capitalism moving into, you know, decades from now? And the kind of like, it was more of like a political thriller. There was like a murder and, you know, mystery. But I would love to rewrite that one. Some of these other ones though, like I wrote a little short story called Beauty is Your Mask. Oh my God. Like, gag me on that title alone. Like,
Beauty is the mask or
Beauty
your
is
mask?
your mask. Like, like that title is so... I'm actually really good at coming up with titles now. Like, I am
I've
flawless
written
with
one
titles.
thing, and I've
pamphlet?
never shown it to anyone.
What'd you write?
I don't really know how to explain it, honestly. I'll have to show it to you.
A haiku?
A haiku for you.
Will you write me a haiku?
Okay, I'll do it right now.
Okay, do it.
Okay.
Let me...
Live and uncensored on...
575.
I know, or it can be 353, too.
Oh.
I think it's just odd numbers, right?
I don't know. I think maybe... Let me see if there's a... I think you might be right. Maybe it's like a baby haiku. Yeah.
Sarah
you could
wrote
do
me.
5, 3,
Okay.
5.
Okay, I got one.
Oh, it's a loon. It's called a loon.
Can I read you the
Sometimes
poem?
haikus just don't make a lot of sense, so refrigerator.
Ah!
Here we go. It works.
I like that one.
Can I read you the poem that Sarah wrote for me?
Yeah, give me a legit one,
Yes.
because I'm just being an idiot. I want to hear what...
It's not a haiku, but it's just a poem. I wrote her a haiku, but I don't remember what it said.
Like a legit one? Like,
Yeah, I wrote it for her and left it in a note for her, like last week. So I don't know what it says. But she wrote me a poem this
dumb
morning.
shit right there.
Roses are red, violets are blue. My girlfriend's name is Allie, and she's hotter than you.
Oh, I was waiting for something real deep right now. So kind of,
I was ready for like...
that kind of
I was ready for
like...
like...
No!
Winter...
You're supposed to be silly.
My day's kind of ruined.
Your hair is winter fire,
Winter...
January
Yeah.
ember.
Winter burn.
My
I was like
heart
getting,
burns
I was
there, too.
getting open my heart for you right now, and
No.
you just closed the door.
Oh, no, but I know for a fact, because she's told me this, she has a notebook where she writes poems.
Oh, she's told me that.
I haven't seen it yet. She won't let me see it until she's filled up the whole notebook.
Oh, that's
She's
so
told me
cool.
about it, but
Yeah.
I don't really. I'm not gonna bug.
Well, I think I'm getting the wink from Paul that time is coming to a close today.
Time to wrap it up. Close up shop.
Can't tell if it's a wink or a stroke, but I'm gonna go with the wink.
I thought it was
buddy?
stroke, but okay.
Paul just starts going.
I'm just not worried. Like I'm on hypochondriac. Like wait, what?
Paul's like already on WebMD.
You have stomach cancer.
Well, this was a delicious episode. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Allie.
Thank you for having me, guys.
We'll see you again.